Hello, this is Rozy and I am here to tell you about the instant messaging software. What is instant messaging? Firstly, we will learn about IM. Instant messaging is a such kind of a communication system in which the data transmission between the sender and the receiver is establishing with the use of internet. It enables a real-time transmission of data between the sender and the receiver with the help of the internet. Now, what are the advantages of instant messaging? There are some advantages or benefits for which we are using the IM software. That is you can send text messages. You can send text message as individual or as well as the in the group also. Like like we share in WhatsApp the message individual to individual, or we can share the messages in the groups also. Second, make audios and video calls. We can make the audio and video call with the help of different kind of IM softwares. We can transfer the different kind of file, whatever it is. It can be your PDF file, it can be your Word document, your presentation, your PDF, anything could be there. And keep a note of message of history for future use. It stores the communication, it stores the chat which has been performed between the two individuals or within the group. It stores that particular message history for the future use. Now, what are the types of IM software? There are basically two types of IM software. First one is your application based and second one is your web based. As the name suggests, application based means which is using as an app. Instant messaging software is downloaded and installed on the user's computer. Application based IM software is downloaded from with the help of any kind of browser, or if we talk about mobile phone, then we can download it from the Play Store and installed on the user's device. For example, Google Talk, Skype, etc. You can use it after downloading. Second one is your web based IM software. That is accessed using the web browser, for which you have to use a web browser. Web browser may be your Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Mozilla, anyone could be there, but which used a web browser for accessing the particular software. That is your web based IM softwares. For example, your eBuddy, Meebo, etc. Now, next one is your Google Hangout. What is Google Hangout? Google Hangout is a free instant messaging software. This is your free IM software which is developed by Google, and this is your application based. It support different platforms such as Windows, Linux, Mac OS, etc. It support different kind of operating system. You can run on any system. A Google ID, such as an email ID created in Gmail, is required to create an account and use Google Hangout. For using Google Hangout, you have to be with the email ID, like your Gmail ID is required to create an account in Google Hangout. Now, how we can download the Google Hangout app? Firstly, open a browser. It may be Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, anyone could be there. Here we have taken the example of Google Chrome. Firstly, open the Google Chrome, then type download Hangout and press enter key. After entering the name of the software, press the enter key. Then click appropriate link. You will get a list of different links. Then click on a particular appropriate link, which on clicking which you will get the output. Click on add to Chrome. Then add to Chrome. Add Google Hangout dialog box appear. Then click on a add extension button there. After clicking on add Google Hangout, you will get an option add extension. Click on that, and that Google Hangout window will get displayed for sign in. You will get a window for signing in the Google account. If you have a previous account created with Gmail, then you can log in with your ID and password. If you are not having an account, then firstly you have to create an account. You can create an account by clicking on create account option, and after that you can sign in your Google Hangout app. Now, there are some chatting etiquettes which everyone should follow while chatting over the internet. Firstly, use computer courtesy. Always use the computer manners. Never be very rude to anyone. Never give negative comments to anyone. All these. Second, do not shout. In computer language, if we talk about shouting, then if you write all the letters in capital while chatting, then it will be considered as a shouting. So we should not shout over the chatting. Pay attention to language issue. Your language should be appropriate and correct. Use internet acronyms. You can use the different kind of internet acronyms like your LOL, etc. And a conversation properly. Whenever you want to end a conversation, it should be ended with a proper manner. It should be ended within a proper manner. It should not be ended randomly, that you have just end a particular call or you have just turned off your internet. It should be end in a proper way. Never comment negative to anyone and avoid spreading rumors. The most important, that while chatting you should not spread any kind of rumor.